Hi, myself Shomadip Dashodegari. I did a course on machine learning with Python from Skyfi lab, and for the completion of the course I need to do a project, and here I did the project. Name is Boston House Price Prediction. So to do that I need to import some libraries called NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib and sklearn, and finally the HTML library. So first step is to load the data. So Boston House data is already in the scikit-learn library, and I use DESCR function to describe the dataset, and it is clearly shows that the data has the 13 attributes and 506 number of samples. And the next is the we use the pan data frame function from the pandas library, which allows us to do with the data easily. And we use the variable called features, and we load the data in the features with that, and these tables shows the data with various attributes. And as we took a example to shows the thing, and next we need to find the target, and we use again data frame function and to from pandas and store the data in the target variable. And the next is the, and we find some and the maximum and minimum value of target by using max and min, where is maximum is 50 and minimum is 5. And nextly we need to do the concatenate of the function, and concatenate allows us the features and target into a single data frame, and the output of the that function is clearly shows here all the data with some all the attributes. And nextly we use the describe function, where by using the describe function the output is clearly shows that the data in a table with some statistical description. And the second step is the data visualization. Here we need to, in this step we need to find the correlation between the every attribute with the target for do the further procedure. And I also plot the graph of the correlation process, and where the bar graph shows that the L stat and has the higher correlation with the target, so we will further move with L stat. And the next step is the normalization of the data. So normalization is used for the purpose of scaling of the data. Here we use the normalization of the data, and the example shows the data before normalization, and we use the min max scalar and fit transform function to do the normalization. And also, and after the normalization process, the example is the changes is shown in the example. And the next is the calculation of the MAC function, and for general purpose we took a sine curve, and we apply some noises and in the sine curve, which clearly shows the main changes. And the step 4 is the splitting the dataset, splitting into testing and testing and training. And we use the test size is equal to 0.2, which indicates that the 20% of data is randomly used as testing data, and the remaining 80% is used as training data. And the next next process is to find the error from the data set. So we use error function, update function and gradient descent function from the gradient descent function to find the MAC. And nextly we initialize aim, C, learning rate and iterations, and we also plot the regression curve, and by using the scatter function, and which is the card which is clearly shows here. And the next is the plotting of the error curve against the iteration, where the curve is shows that the if iteration increases and the error decreases. And the next part is the visualization of the model. Here we need to visualize the training phase, and we use the init function and update frame function here. And at the end we plot the data, and also did the animation by using func animation, and the animation is clearly shows how the data trained itself. And the next is the finding the predicted value. So here is we find the predicted value, and by using stored in the predicted variable. And next is the finding of the MAC of testing value and predicted value, and this is the value. And we pot, and also we took a variable called p, and also to also use the data frame function to plot the table, to plot the table, and again we plot the target values and the predicted values by using scatter function. And the example, the graph also shows the thing. And the next is the reshaping for process, and we use the inverse transform to obtain the value in the original representation. And we need to slice the data, and here after the reshaping we got the final result. Final in the table we show the target and predicted side by side, which is quite similar. Thank you.